Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sebastien Boyer, the approved guy, and I'm down here in the Dominican Republic on the LIFE180 Mastermind Retreat. I have my good friend Pete Foldes, and we are basically having a conversation. It's late at night. We're overlooking the ocean. You can't see what we're seeing. It's beautiful, and it's a little hot out here, but we want to just kind of let you know what we're doing and how this is going to benefit you as my audience. And so, first of all, Pete, thank you so much for sitting with me and just kind of sharing some value.
Absolutely.
With my audience.
My pleasure.
So, Pete, if you would tell us, what is it that brought you to this retreat?
For sure. Well, you already dropped a couple value bombs, and that's why I came down to be able to help agents and Life180 specifically get a little bit more clear as folks that are helping other people to get clear on their own values. If we want to help people align their values and beliefs to be able to create the life they dream of, then ultimately it couldn't be more important for us as individuals to be clear on our own values before we get started helping somebody else.
So now, Pete, we've done some content before, and that is going to be released shortly. It'll be on your channel and on my channel. But just in case you haven't seen or heard of Pete in the past, can you tell the audience just a little bit about yourself and your company, and then let's tie this all together.
Absolutely, yeah. So I, again, am Pete Foldes with Plouton Life. So Plouton has an approach to the financial industry of making sure that people understand that wealth really means well-being. And in order to be wealthy, that we have to understand fulfillment in all areas of life. So we look at our health, our relationships, and of course our finances, which is why we're here today talking about how we can help people create alignment in their lives to live the life they love.
Creating alignment in their lives to live the life they love. So how does that tie in with Life180 and Life180's vision?
Sure. Well, when Chris Kirkpatrick and I met a couple times in the last couple of years, one of the things that really became present for Chris and myself was that we have a very common goal in the way that we're approaching finances and trying to help folks. So Plouton Life and Life180 teamed up about a year ago to really help bring a little bit more clarity around how wealth is more than just money in your bank account, because we've all met people that have two digits or multiple commas in their bank accounts but are bankrupt inside. And it doesn't really matter how much money you have if ultimately at the end of the day you're wondering what it is your purpose is in life, feeling unfulfilled, have relationships that are broken, aren't able to really maintain any sort of health, and end up going into dis-ease instead of wellness.
So what I'm hearing is that, and what I hope you're catching if you're listening to this, is that what we're really trying to do is present an overall well-being, not just having to do with your finances, but with your health, with your state of mind, your emotions, all of the various aspects of what we all deal with in life, right? What Chris calls the 5 F's, the faith, family, fitness, finance, and freedom, right? And these are all unique and separate, but at the same time they're overlapped. And if we're lacking in one, it could have a negative impact on the other. Would you say that's true?
A ripple. Yeah. So that's exactly what our logo is all about, is the ripple effect of our actions. And really, within Plouton as a mission is to help people understand their ripple of their life beyond their time. So when it's all said and done, when their physical being is no longer on earth, what is it that they've created in their life, and what has their impact been on the people that are remembering them and are continuing to feel that impact, or if they're not feeling impact at all because someone didn't actually live into what was important to them and actually create ripples through the type of fulfillment that we're talking about creating. Yeah.
So tell the audience a little bit about, if they were to work with you, like what does that process kind of look like? Step 1, step 2, what will they experience in having a consultation, and then, getting to where you're kind of coaching or supporting
Absolutely.
them?
Yeah. So before we ever help anybody with any sort of financial structure, we go through a really deep process. We don't work with everybody when it comes to finances. Ultimately, we go through a process where we're helping people really establish what their true values are. And that's what the work we did here.
Right.
There's a few different things that I believe to be true, and some may disagree, but overall, what we taught this week was that your values are not things like social idealisms, things that sound good, like integrity and respect. Those are transcendentals. Those are things that everybody believes to be truth, beauty. These are all things that we can look out of the ocean and everybody would say it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Those are not the things that we value. What we really value are the things that we are demonstrating in our life. Now, we may not be demonstrating the life we love, and that's when we get a chance to see and take inventory and audit what our life is demonstrating, and being able to start to say, this is what I'm demonstrating, but that doesn't align with what I really want. It's not going to get me the outcomes that I'm searching for. And so what are the things that really mean most to me? And we can go through a process where we can decrease how much you're demonstrating things that aren't important to you and increase your ability to take action in the high priority areas that do reflect what you care most about, so we can create the outcomes. So typically, to get a little bit deeper on your question, after we've established values, if people want to continue working with us, we have a 3-call process where we're doing coaching one-on-one, or going into businesses, athletic teams, even families, to help families, businesses, and teams create their value system. Once that value system is complete, on an individual basis, we're going to do a 3-call process. We're working one-on-one with people to really get deeper around what it means to them to be living their authentic or best life, most aligned, getting rid of some of the blame, shame, guilt that has prevented them from being able to live their best life so far, so we can actually really open up the doors to the next phase of fulfillment. After that step of three calls, we determine if it still makes sense to work together. And often frequency might change depending on what someone's needs are. And if someone has a high need or a high priority around finances and there's a way for us to help them, then we may go down that path if we think we're a good fit. Otherwise, we may call you if we think you might be able to serve them better.
Awesome. So as you see, folks, what we're doing, the work we're doing, is not one-dimensional, where we're just trying to sell something. What we're actually doing is we're in a situation, in a process, where we are going through work of improving ourselves, developing ourselves in a way so that we can better serve you at a higher level that is well-rounded in all aspects of life, so that we can help elevate your life and your experience on earth for you and your family and your legacy, your children and your children's children. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to die. That's going to happen. And when that happens, what are you leaving behind? And, that's what ultimately in the end, what matters. But at the same time, what you're doing while you're here, the relationships that you have, your quality of life, your health, all of these things are going to attribute to your experience and that legacy. So with that said, Pete, is there anything else you'd like to just say? Any additional value or just feed?
Yeah, I'll kind of reiterate in a different way, is what I think you're getting at is taking things from being a transactional interaction with a financial advisor or insurance agent or salesperson to being able to actually get transformation in your life. And when you talk about what it is that's going to make the difference maker, not just in the future, but right now, so that it isn't a one day, someday type of thing with retirement where we get to 65 and then we're supposed to have the life that we dream of at that time, and we've sacrificed all of the things we wanted to do to get to that point, and then you're there and you're not healthy enough, you're not able enough, and you don't have enough money in the bank account to do the things you want, and all of a sudden we get to a point where we're not even able to live the best life we thought we were going to because of what a society told us was going to be the path to fulfillment. So when this whole system was born from the idea of making sure we live with no regrets, and all too often what I've experienced is that people get to the end and they have more regrets than ever because they did what society told us to do. If you want to be like the 1%, I guess my question would be, why do we keep doing the things that the 99% do? So if you're ready for transformation, if you're ready to take it to the next level, then definitely reach out to me, reach out to Seb. We'd love to be able to serve you at the highest level. No obligations for anything other than just to chat with us. Give us an opportunity to see if there's a way that we feel we can serve you, and that would be a pleasure of mine.
That's it. Well, thank you, brother.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, guys, if this video is of value to you, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and tell somebody who will tell somebody about this content. And if you do want to have a consult, there should be a link in the description below for you to schedule a call with Pete directly, or schedule a call with me, and I can put you in touch with Pete. In any way, we do look forward to sharing time with you, getting to know you, and helping you on your journey to a more fulfilled life. God bless you, and take great care.
Be well, be wealthy.